Good morning, everybody, and this is your DAX setups for today. So, obviously, there's been missile strikes in Iran, and as a result, the world has gone into a panic overnight, and markets have been influenced accordingly. So, resources, gold and oil are flying at the moment, and then we have a situation with the indexes where we've had a fairly sharp drop, but we've also had a fairly sharp climb that is happening. So I think for the DAX, leave your channel in place. Your levels are still very much in play, and just this new level that has come into play now as price has gone past it, which is 17,620. So nothing really that I would want to be jumping in short here. And remember, whenever you break a flag like this, and for me this is still a flag, so this was a strong trend up, this has been a flag the last couple of weeks that has formed. When you break it in the opposite direction to where you're anticipating to break, so it's a bull flag, you anticipate the break to the upside, there's only a 25% probability of it continuing on its journey. And I suppose we better put this level in as well, because that has been tagged now. So that is 17,467. So looking at the 3 hour, nothing really changes, just a massive exhaustion bar that has formed, tagging 17,467. I don't think we have much in the way of diversions. We do on one of them, so on the faster moving oscillator we do have diversions here, but yeah, this to me is not a signal that you want to be jumping in short now and we're going to fall to the floor. This is really out of the ordinary, and it's not something that I do want to be chasing on the 3 hours. So I just want to check, because I see on the S&P there was a fairly decent rejection of a pin bar which we missed. Now there is a 3 hour pin bar here on the 3 hour here for the DAX. Make sure what is that? That is at 17,914. 17,914. So we did double tap it. We tested it twice, but this was still a range, so I don't think that should change your well, it shouldn't change my thought process anyway. Definitely you can see the significance of that pin bar on the hour. See how many times we came back to test that area, closed above it there, and then we tested it twice yesterday, which is a very interesting setup. So the short story here is the more we look at these pin bars, and especially the longer the tail, the more prominence, or the more effect it has on be influencing a level. So you can see there's pin bars all over the place, but not all of them are the same. So I'm still busy backtesting it, but there's definitely merit in saying when you see a decent pin bar, we need to just figure out what that is. Is it a tail that is twice the size of the body or 3 times the size of the body, which is significant as a pin bar? Is that something that we need to pay attention? How does the tail to the upside influence it? But there's definitely algorithms out there that are trading these pin bars, and we just need to figure out what they are looking for, which tells them that it is a decent pin bar to trade. Anyway, if you look at this on the hour, there's no real structure close by, and I'm going to have to go quite far back into March here. That's the area that we rejected, and then we're still going to have to drop lower, as you can see where price is now. So there's a significant amount of support in this area that we are, which we have broken through, albeit after hours. You can see this, look at all these tails to the upside here. So again, massive amount of pin bars, and these are on the hours, so the higher the time frame is also an important thing. And I just want to just pick up a couple of these levels. And my advice today is not to trade, by the way. I don't think it's a wise thing to trade, but it's definitely wise to pay attention to what's going on. So you can see we've broken through this very strong level here, or zone, should I rather say. That's at 17,641 and 17,620. So that is a very strong area. It is after hours trade. My problem with this is that we're outside of the channel, and that is a bull flag in my view. So longs still only come in above the high of yesterday now, which is 17,914, and trust me, stranger things have happened. You look at this and you think, oh, we should short this. I've seen the market just turn on a dime and just run past all this before, trapping everybody. So just drop down to 15 minutes and we can see there's nothing really close by. So you should be shorting off 17,758 essentially. That is the strongest area. And then you have this little zone that we've plummeted through this morning after hours, which could also impact us. So this is 17,601, 17,630, and 17,620, 17,613. So around 17,600 here is an area that could be something. So how would I trade this today? If you've got the time, pay attention to this area. You can probably drop down to the 5 or 6 minute charts, and you're going to pick up, there's a little pin, one pin bar here straight in this area just below the flag. So you would expect a second leg down, or alternatively the market could think these are the two legs down. But that's kind of the view I'd have. Inside bars, pin bars, engulfing bars, it's going to have to be a really rock solid bit of structure before I look at it. Otherwise, you're going to be looking at this 17,760 area, and you're going to have to look left. If you look left on the 15 minutes, you can see you can extend the zone all the way up to there. So that's 17, let's just round that off, 17,800, 17,750. That's the zone that you have to the upside. That for me is the better area to be looking for shorts. But that's also going to indicate, well, on the 8th hour at least, there'll be a massive after hours pin bar here. So my advice really, just stay away from this. Don't try and profit from war. It's actually sad that we have to even think about it and look for it, but that's exactly what the only opportunity that's going to be here. So there could be more missile strikes, there could be other countries joining the fight, and you don't know how that's going to influence the market. It's basically going to it'll either plummet quickly or move to the upside, or you never know what's going to happen. So I definitely wouldn't be trying to second guess this at the moment. And you can see as I'm talking, we're already breaking back through above this zone. And obviously the volumes are low here, so it's just algorithms really that are trading, and a couple of retail traders that may be in on this, but there's nothing significant for me at the moment. So I'd watch this area here. And the last bit of advice here is the highs of yesterday at 17,914. Pay very close attention to them, because if you break above that and you come back and test it, that is the area for longs. Okay, so that's kind of my view for today. It's really just sit on hands. I'm not really interested in trying to figure out what Israel or Iran are going to do, or what their allies are going to do, and we'll just take a long weekend. We'll pay attention to this again on Monday. Hope it helps, and we'll catch up with you tomorrow morning. Cheers for now.